Spider-Man 2. That's kind of similar in vibes. I don't think it's not the Secret War. I don't remember what it's called. It's not the Secret War outfit, but it's kind of also got that kind of military-ish vibes, and it's super unique. I'll obviously show it off a bit when we get to that game. Alright, nice. Speaking of which, come next year, I believe, pretty early in the year, we're going to finally be hopping into some Spider-Man 2 videos. It'll probably come closer to February or maybe late January. I'm not too sure just yet. A lot of stuff happening in January. There's a lot of stuff for the channel just happening next year in general. I've got a kind of year in preview, for 2026. Was there not just, I swear there was a crime over here. Okay, whatever. I've got a video coming, I think at the start of 2026. We'll just relax and I'll talk about all the stuff that's coming, including some Let's Plays and a bunch of really cool games that I plan on playing with obviously a whole bunch of others just to be, I'll figure them out when we get to them, but no, this is definitely a crime. There it is. But again, we are going to head into Spider-Man 2. Oh, hello there. Boom. Let's do that one real quick. And this guy, nope. There we go. Yoink. Thank God the controls for this game and Miles are pretty similar, so it's not too much of a leap for me to remember the controls. No, wait. Who got away? Okay, I'm on it. Oh, there we go. That was very easy. Shoop. And who else? Boop. And now we gotta hold. Come on. There we go. Nice. Nice. Nothing puts a pep in my step like stopping an illegal drug deal of New York City Hotel. I don't imagine it's just called New York City Hotel. I'm sure it's got like a branded name, but it is nice. Hello there. High five. I feel like I might have hurt her hand because, super strength plus robotic bionic arm. That's gotta hurt a little bit. Imagine how much it must hurt getting hit by that arm. Like, Spidey's strong just naturally, so getting smacked with, a metal arm, plus Spidey's insane strength that he's usually holding back on. Oh man, that's gotta. Spidey doesn't really kill, but like, you gotta imagine he's getting pretty close with it. Let me use some of my gadgets. I forgot. Pete has a lot more gadgets than Miles, given that we don't really have venom powers to mess around with here. Boom. Let's go with. Forgot about the old impact web. Boom. Nope. There we go. Shloop. Bang. Nope. There we go. Boop. Nope. Boop. And boop. There we go. Boop. Nope. Ow. Wow, that guy was strong. He muscled through all those webs just to hit me with that crowbar. He was out to hit me. He did not care. If he was getting covered in webs, he was like, I'ma swing and I'ma hit you. Don't matter. Also, I probably should mention this, even though it will not seem like this, but I haven't made any videos in about, almost 2-ish weeks now. I did a lot of videos the last, I'm gonna ignore some crowns for a second and just swing. But no, I made a whole bunch of videos beforehand to account for when I wasn't gonna be here, because I've been on, I wouldn't even really call it a vacation, a half vacation, more of a trip. all that kind of stuff. There was so much weird outtakes at the beginning of this video that y'all wouldn't have seen, of me just making sure I was whispering and not talking too loud. But it's, it's fun getting back into the swing of things, making sure I know how to do everything. And I've got a bunch of fun videos planned. I think the next few weeks we're going to be finishing up our, I don't know why I said our, that weird. We're going to be finishing up our 2 Let's Plays. The SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Oh wow, there was a lamppost right there. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated Let's Play is coming to a close this week, I believe. And our Rayman Legends playthrough, I think, should probably be finishing up this week as well. Not this week, next week as well. Yeah. Then I got some fun Christmas stuff planned. Kinda Christmas stuff, kinda just random stuff. A mix of both. Christmas week we'll do a few Christmassy time videos. And then we'll, start the year off, 2026, running. Because I've mentioned this a few times now, but we're gonna be starting our next real big Let's Play, and it's gonna be our boy Astro. We're gonna start basically the year off with Astrobot and just go all the way through. I don't know how long it will be. Don't know what Pete was doing there. But it's probably gonna take a good amount of time to get through that playthrough. Maybe the whole year, maybe less. I mean, I love that game to death. It might honestly be my favorite game of all time. So I'm going to probably really just take my time with it. I mean, I usually take my time with all the games you play anyways, but I'll have a smile on my face basically the entire playthrough because I love that game. And there's a lot of stuff in there, especially because they kept releasing so much content for Astrobot. Random thing, and I'll probably mention this when we play the game, but I do love how Team Asobi just kept releasing content, like more and more DLC, free DLC for Astrobot over the course of a year and a half, a year after the game came out. It came out last year, and they were releasing content basically all the way up into, I believe, summer of 2025. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Yeah, they were just releasing more and more, a few random extra levels, a bunch of time trials, which were amazing, including that final time trial, which I believe felt like it might be the last, DLC for the game, but honestly, who actually knows, because those are the only thing that differ. The choices themselves aren't like massive. Like it doesn't really feel that different of a playthrough. Other than, you know, you're just really using Hello. The two playthroughs in Epic Mickey don't really feel massively different. Other than I guess using more paint and more thinner, but like even the endings don't massively seem different. Other than, you know, a few characters get saved, a few characters don't, without spoiling anything. I think the good ending is the best ending, because obviously it kind of would be, but also it just feels better. And, you know, allows you to really finish everything in the game. When we get to that playthrough, that's the one I'm going to do. I'm going to do the good ending, which is where I do basically everything. The game is a bit, you know, tricky to keep track of every single thing, so we're going to have to make sure I don't make any mistakes when I'm doing that playthrough, but that's a thing to deal with later on. But yeah, no, I really do want to do Epic Mickey, the remaster, I guess, no, the remake, yeah, it's a remake, on the channel, so that's going to be thrown into the poll as well. And there's a few other games, I'm debating, still figuring out what's going to make it into that poll. Got plenty of time, but those games may very well end up being at least options for our second Let's Play, in addition to all the other random stuff. Again, like I said, I've got, what is that? Oh, that's a gang hideout. I've got a full video. I always do those, you know, the year in review videos that we do right when the year starts off, the new year starts off. And I'll go through what the plans are and a bunch of other stuff, like, you know, I've got a bunch of new game ideas just to play on the channel. One obviously being Spider-Man 2, like I mentioned. And some other stuff. Oh, there was an actual crash. Hold up. What's going on over here? Let's stop right over here. There we go. Oh, there's no one. Okay, I thought it was going to be a bunch of criminals. Alright, let's pull that. Pull that. Pull that. Yeet. Person trapped under vehicle. Gotcha. There we go. That took you a while. Pete. Nice. Also, I keep forgetting, and I just realized Pete has a bunch of like stitching / staples on his body, because I feel like, I don't know what the backstory is, but knowing how cyborgs kind of work, I think, I don't know, did he get ripped in half or something? A lot of, like, they stitched back parts of his body, hence why he has, you know, a cyborg arm and all that. Oh, hello there. I don't know, I don't know the backstory, I have no clue what the backstory is, but that's just what I'm gathering from it, and that's legitimately really cool. You really cannot stop Spider-Man, any Spider-Man. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, to whatever I was saying, I cannot remember. Yeah, we've got a bunch of cool games coming next year, including some more ideas for mobile games, because the stylus sounds are legit kind of chill. I mean, like, I wasn't super sure how they were going to turn out, but I've really kind of been enjoying them, so I feel like I'll try to toss in a few more of those games. And I have a few options for, you know, mobile games. But again, I'll talk about more of that when we get to our year in review video. If I talk about it now, I'm gonna have nothing for that video, to be honest. I also do kind of intend to talk about Sonic in that video. We're gonna be playing a Sonic game, because that's kind of how it is. We kind of just vibe out in Frontiers and do some big fishing. But yeah, I will be talking about, you know, just random Sonic speculation for the remainder of it, because honestly, just because I feel like it. But that's you know, later. south, um, near the equator, kind of around there, Caribbean, partly, and then I went to Florida. And the thing is, like, I'm kind of used to that temperature, but I don't know why. When I came back here, I almost feel like I'm kind of sick. When I came back to where I usually live, which is more north, I feel like I'm almost kind of sick, but I'm not. Like, it's gotten a lot colder very quickly, and I feel like the temperature change, because everywhere is just getting cold right now, must have done it, because like my nose has been weirdly stuffed for like a good few days now. I do not know why. I've had to pause multiple times in this video now just to like clear it, because like I don't know. I can't figure it out. Also, and this is just a random thing, because I'm just saying random things. Whenever part of my trip included a road trip, and I do not know why, but well, I know why, but kinda, usually we'll stop, because it's a pretty long road trip, we'll stop at like a Waffle House or something to get coffee, because road trips are tiring, but whenever I drink Waffle House coffee, it tastes great, and this has happened multiple times now, which is why I'm saying it's Waffle House coffee, unless it's just a general thing, despite the fact that I drink coffee literally every day. I don't know how hot that coffee is, but every single time the back of my throat almost kind of burns, not by accident, I don't know, just randomly, and it almost makes it feel like you've got sore throat. I don't know if that happens with anybody else, and it's only ever happened with whenever I go to a Waffle House on one of those road trips and drink Waffle House coffee. There's gotta be some other random thing, but I don't know why. I just don't know. It's gotta be some other random reason that I'm not thinking of, but I am not sure what it could be. And the thing is, like, I drink relatively hot coffee, quite literally every single day. So I really cannot figure out what happens to my body / my throat in whenever I have Waffle House coffee. It's good coffee, make no mistake. Waffle House coffee is good coffee. The vibes at Waffle House are also legitimately really chill, by the way. But hello there. Hey, wait a minute. Let me catch up to you. No. How did you hit me? Bro, are you a sniper? You're in the wrong profession. You gotta shift a bit over. Don't be a petty car thief, Be a sniper, be a hired sniper. You're pretty good at it, apparently. Hold. There we go. Nice. And we got the cavalry. How y'all doing? Hiya. Shloop and shaboop. And bang, 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 punch. Whoa. Don't know what happened there. Grab this manhole cover. Smack. That's gonna daze you. That's going to probably take you out for a good amount of time. Reasonably, that should probably just take you out for good, because like, manhole covers are heavy. They are heavy. But I guess those guys really are just built different. But I have no idea what's up with that coffee and why my throat feels like that, but my throat still feels weirdly sore. And I don't know if that's what's making me think that I'm sick or not, but I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's a very weird thing. It is getting quite cold where I'm at, though, at least. It's gotten super duper close to snowing, and it definitely will snow before winter's over, but it's teasing everybody. It's very cold, it's raining, and there's a It's just 4 guys. Oh, it's 5 guys. Okay. Oh, there's more guys around him. Wow. Can I just... there we go. Now I'm remembering that stupid thing where I was trying to figure out how to ground pound back in Miles. See, in the first game it really was just simple square X, and in that game I think Miles uses his Venom powers to do the ground pound, which is cool, and it's legitimately more effective, but I could not figure out the controls for the life of me. Luckily, I remember them here. Don't know what they are in Spider-Man 2, but I guess we'll have to figure it out when we get to that game. I've mentioned this a good bit of times now, though, but Spider-Man 2 has so many cool controls and moves Spidey can do. Like, there's a lot of stuff he can do. So much that I've definitely forgotten what most of them are. But I'll have to get reacquainted to them when we do a lot of random videos. I'm not super sure how many, in-game stuff we have we could replay. Like, I'm not sure there's much gang hideouts or stuff you could actually replay. I don't even think there were gang hideouts, to be honest. There's definitely always random crimes and a few different stuff we can replay. I'll skip over the story mission stuff because